Yo, what is up guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now I know all of the hype is surrounding the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration, and specifically the Dragon Ball Heroes units, right? So I know that, you know, God Trunks, Xenopan, right? Xenopan basically the new goddess of the game, right? She finally LRUI Goku has someone to rival him in power, right? So but yeah, anyway, so the Heroes units are really good, but a couple of units I did not want to just, you know, simply poo-poo, you know, sweep underneath the rug, are the two EZA units from the Fighter Z EZAs, right? So the Fighter Z EZA, of course, Android 21, who we're kind of showcasing here in this no-item run on Majin Power, and then Android 16, who I'll have to catch in a different video, right? There's no new stages where you can really run Android 16, but you know, we'll figure it out, right? Keep in mind, ESBR is coming out very, very soon. I would wager with the Super Vegeta celebration, we'll probably be getting Extreme Super Battle Road. Of course, we can run him in ESBR Android Edition, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and kind of check out Android 21 right now. Android 21, she got a couple of really nice additions to her EZA. Number one, first and foremost, her transformation condition, believe it or not, has changed. So she used to have a 30% chance when HP was 50% or more. Now she has a 40% chance when HP is 40% or more, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So in this Majin Power stage, it is rare. Like, I don't think we even got to turn 4 one time to even see if we had a chance, right? Because if there are certain stages where you can get to turn 4, but this Majin Power stage, man, as you guys have seen, we're taking like 150k plus on normals, except from Skinny Boo, right? Skinny Boo is an absolute animal, right? The Shape Up Boo, the AGL Shape Up Boo, he is an absolute he is so beefy in this stage, right? He's rocking like almost 300,000 defense with support on rotation. With the Boo Piccolo on rotation, he's rocking a lot of defense. Gets the big time stun there. So anyway, Android 21... she heals up 12% on her super attack. She is lowering attack and defense on super, but it's from her passive, not on her super attack effect, right? So her super attack effect, when she transforms, she lowers attack and defense, and then she heals from her passive. So she kind of, for whatever reason, that, to be honest with you, I guess if I really had to think about it, it's probably a better idea that she heals on her super attack, because you can get it twice, right? So instead of just healing at the end of turn. So we don't get to see her in a transform version, but in her base form, she's getting attack and defense 120%, and she's giving herself 3 ki, which is absolutely huge, man. So she's going to fit in on something like the crossover team, right? Where maybe she's not linking up the craziest, but, you know, she is a Big Bad Bosses unit, so she could, hey, potentially link up with, like, Meki Kabura or something like that, you know? So not the worst thing in the world that she has Big Bad Bosses. She's a Big Bad Bosses, Metamorphosis, and Fear and Faith unit, which is, those are 3, you know, pretty damn good links, right? So anyway, so she's giving herself an additional attack and defense 21% on super attack. So she's quite nasty, man. The one way in which she's really helping us out here is she gets a couple of very clutch double super attacks where it heals us up not only 12%, but then 24%. So even though we're starting the rotation at, like, you know, 30% HP or something like that, she heals us up, and all of a sudden we're back up over half. So she honestly, I mean, her performance of all of the units that I could use, I mean, she's near the top of the list for this Majin Power team, specifically the no-item run, right? Now, there may be better units, like, for instance, like, I know everyone talks shit about him, but the Tech Boo, right? The Tech Transforming Boo, if you pop an item with him, of course, you know, he's like an invincible wall, but for the no-item run, of course, we do not have the luxury of items, so we kind of have to work with what we're given here. So let's go ahead and take a look at her real quick here on this rotation. I decided to target the Tech enemy there. I believe that's a Tech Go 10, so I decided to target the Tech enemy there just to make sure that he was donezo, right? So we might as well. Going for the stun here again, this Shape Up Boo, man, he is crazy for this stage, dude. There's the stun, man. We legitimately have nothing to worry about here. This guy could potentially triple super attack, finally dusting off this unit. I don't know if I've quite literally ever used this guy, so it's kind of kind of nice to dust him off. Not the wildest attack stat right there, but when we get her with a little bit of support on rotation, remember that she has this additional attack and defense that she's getting on super, this 21%. So of course that multiplies into the start of turn passive, so it starts to look pretty ridiculous, right? When you're talking about additional stuff on super attacks. So, but again, man, I really quite liked her performance here. I think she's not the craziest defensively, I will say. She's not frequently rocking like well over 200,000 defense, but considering everything else she's bringing to the table, I do quite like her. And remember, we basically, not even basically, we didn't have big bad bosses active this whole entire fight. So she's going to be capable of some really, really good numbers. So she really is. On the next time that this rotation is up to bat, we should be able to get a good look at her. So the rest of this team, though, if we kind of look at it, obviously we're rocking a double Buhan leader. There's basically no one else, right? You're not rocking Tech Transforming Buu in here as your leader. There's no way, right? It's kind of funny because this celebration came on global, right? This celebration that brought us Buhan and Vegito came out before we got Tech Transforming Buu and then Transforming Gotenks, the Int Transforming Gotenks. So that banner was quite literally pointless to summon on. There was no point in getting Tech Transforming Buu. Granted, he does lead Artificial Life Forms, but Artificial Life Forms not getting the craziest buffs lately, so no one's truly running Artificial Life Forms. Realistically, you're just running the Majin Power team. Like that's what you're running. So kind of just a weird sequence of events, right? And that was when they were dropping these Golden Week banners, 9 months later on global than they did JP. So I'm glad that they have since amended that. New Age Dokkan, man, is just so much better. For those of you guys who are kind of newer players to Dokkan, man, I gotta tell you, you guys think there are global shafts now, which I don't really think there are. There are a couple here and there. But dude, I'm telling you, man, the global shaft used to be real. Like, it really did. It used to be real. There's really not too much of like a global shaft anymore. Again, just a few things here or there. For instance, the hidden potential thing. Of course, version Z with all of the hot bugs over there, right? So, again, we are here on the last fight. So let's go ahead and check out Android 21's performance here. Again, so if we were going for anything but the no item run, I obviously could have kept her on rotation, but she is just not like a slot 1 unit. She really is meant to be run as like a floating option, and hopefully you can protect her. And it couldn't have worked out any better having her on the end there. We're only getting attacked by Fizz enemies, so she's not going to take much even on a super attack. Again, for this team, considering we've entered the turn with full health, on this team, we're completely good because we're going to heal back a lot of the damage next turn, assuming we can get to Android 21, right? So, but we've got Buhan, Buu Piccolo. He's got this medium chance to evade, and then he's got the high chance to stun. And then Skinny Buu, he's got the high chance to evade and a medium chance to stun. So, the two of them, man, on opposing rotations really, really seem to do the trick, right? You're getting stuns on either rotation, and all of these fights have 2 enemies. So if you're able to stun them both, then hey, you're in luck. And we get a big time clutch stun on Goku right there. Very, very clutch. There you go, man. A 3 million attack stat. Again, no big bad bosses active, man. I mean, again, considering she's healing and doing everything else she's doing, I quite like that. Only 170k. I mean, it's not the best, right? It's not the best. Luckily, we lowered his attack, though. Only taking 5-6k on the normals. Not too shabby, man. Again, you guys can see, like, she's certainly not the most powerful unit on the team, but you have to look at, like, number one, she's a banner unit, right? You can pull her on any single, obviously except for Dragon Ball Heroes, but you can pull her on any single banner, right, that exists. So she is a banner unit after all. She actually has quite a good leader skill for a banner unit as well. 160% to stats is pretty good, man. I mean, she is probably at this point the de facto androids leader, right? I mean, you could potentially run, MVP 17. MVP 17 is actually still a pretty good leader for the androids team. The thing about the androids team, because he's a 3-key support, the thing about the androids team is they don't need a whole lot of key, right? With all of their links, they don't frequently need a whole lot of key. And there are very few LRs that are actually on the androids team. I mean, you've got the cells, and then you've got the, that one unit we don't speak of, right? No. The LR androids, right? They're just not very good anymore, so. Again, let me know what you think of this Majin Power Team, man. Let me know what you think of Majin 21, right? I would have to say, considering everything she's doing, she's pretty damn good. And remember, this whole entire time, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but remember, dude, no Big Bad Bosses has been active this whole time. Unfortunately, there's just not a ton of units on the Majin Power Team that have it. Obviously, we know when Boo-Tanks transforms into Buhan, he gets it. And then you've got like Kid Boo, the Kid Boos have it and such, right? So maybe she'll be busted when the vaunted LR Kid Boo drops, right? But slap a like for the no item run. Subscribe if you happen to be new, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.